never doubt my owners. FSG to the day I die. FSG to the day I die. McAllister, rebuild complete.
Any substitution?
Yeah.
I'll make that substitution. I just need to make the substitution. The sub say any hoes. Stay any hoes. Once. Now step this way. Step this way. Now step this way. Step this way. Say any hoes. Stay any hoes. Now step this way. Now step this way. Step this way. Say any hoes.
Hi, people. Hi, people. Smash the like button if you don't mind.
Hold on. Fucking hell, Cass. I'm just... Oh, nah, this is long. It's Cass Lee and a group of fucking losers.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit. Hey, Wolfie.
Boy.
Hey, VD.
Big up, boys.
What are you saying, lads?
We need to talk to Cal.
Sorry. The most important, the biggest loser of them all. Hi, Cal.
I never ever do this. Everyone who's worked with me knows that I believe I've got a decent reputation in terms of reliability, etc. Going forward, Cass and Daps, could you let me know in advance who's going to be on this panel before we do the show, please? There's certain people There's certain people in the content space that I'd rather not work with at the moment.
What's VD done to you, bro?
I never mentioned any names, but I'm just saying there's certain people in the content space.
Could it be a certain someone? Could it be a certain someone that, if it wasn't for knowing what his fucking job is, yeah, that actually has a reason to be here the last 2 weeks? Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
But if it wasn't, it's very fucking convenient.
I'm just saying there's someone on this
panel. Isn't it?
I won't mention any names or anything. I've been threatened physically numerous times. I've been told by said person that they're going to drive to my area and bad things are going to happen to me. So for my safety, this is why I'd rather not work with certain people.
Do you know what's funny, right? I'm just a chill guy. We'll get into it, but I'm a happy person.
I never mentioned any names on who it was.
I know. So I'm trying to eradicate myself out of this possible propaganda that someone's going to try and put on my name.
No, that's fair enough. They say the worst. Wolfie's got a tape on his hand. Wolfie looks like he might have beaten someone else.
Yeah. But they do say the worst type of crime. The worst type of crime is black on black, right? They say that.
They do, and I agree.
Yeah. Maybe
I don't agree. You agree, Lee?
6'7", as they do. Yeah.
Can we just jump straight into this, because I'm worried about Cal.
So am I.
I've seen, and Cal,
I've heard a filthy rumor, Cal. I've heard a nasty rumor yesterday.
Yeah, let's just kind of go through the timeline here, boys, because obviously after the game, I was there tuned into Coppish, and I'm seeing a depressed Cal trying to talk sense into Drifty and all that. And then I suddenly see a quote from Slot is released. I can't remember the exact words of it. It was along the lines of, we don't know how to stop these teams knowing how to beat us. Words to that effect, if I'm not mistaken. Cal, you maybe have memorized the quote. Is it embedded in your mind? If you want to correct the quote there, Cal.
I've done everything I can to forget about the quote.
But then following that quote, I started to hear some conversations that went along the line of a certain manager Slot, I believe, Arnie Slot.
And just to add on top, Wolfie, right? I'm sure you didn't see it, but last week I was on a panel with, my good friend Muntz, Matt from Coppish, Catch, an Arsenal fan, also Hooks was there, and there was a lot of talk about me because I sort of slandered a performance of Gyökeres. Now the whole point of Matt was trying to sort of make me seem like the worst person in the world because I criticized a certain performance a few games in. Now it's quite ironic that his own co-host is now supposedly saying, "Sort out." Slot out after
Lee,
9
Lee,
games.
that in itself, Lee, is a bomber. But
Yeah,
it went further. It went further.
Yeah,
We went further than that. Have you seen the latest yesterday morning, to be precise? Actually, it was about 10 a.m. I believe it might have been.
And Cass, like,
Yeah.
once we all know as football fans, you say stuff in
Only
the
point of being
moment,
here if you're not just going to
you
talk about it.
overreact. You know what I'm saying? But once you've slept on it, you feel like you can approach the camera with a calmer head, clearer vision, and all this thing. So I'm there watching Cal, and then I hear the name Steven Gerrard.
Oh my goodness! Oh my god!
Oh, sounds like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer all over again.
Oh my goodness! No way!
And that's
no
why
way.
I had to reach out to Cal just to check like his mental health and well-being.
Yeah, but do you know what? Right, this is we know what Liverpool fans do, right? They love to do this thing, you know, where they try and make out, oh, like help me, less than, like we love to be the underdog, so we get somebody who hasn't won a Premier League because maybe
Yes, please alleviate me from a universal credits. I hear it. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. All of that. I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, but it's true. But listen, man, like for me, it's funny. Like it's just funny to see the problem I'm seeing in Liverpool. And you know the biggest issue that I've got with Liverpool fans, above everything else, is that they spent 4 years slandering Man City. They spent 4 years saying cheats. Now I'm also going to sit here and say, unfortunately, Callum, that you said that you don't refer to Man City as champions because they're cheats. That's what you said, right?
That's a lie. That's a lie. When have I said that?
Okay. You don't give them the credit they deserve because you said they've got 115 hanging over their head. Is that correct? Yes or no?
I said those. I need to see them absolved of those. But
so
that's
currently,
your head. How many times have I said you're rightful champion?
So currently, you don't look at
You
them
have.
as worthy champions
I can
because
confirm.
because
in this context, we don't
yeah,
care.
yeah, because they haven't been cleared. You don't look at them as worthy champions.
Well, okay, I'll ask you a question to
Wait,
answer.
No, hold on. Hold on.
You went silent.
What we're not going to do is try and twist it. We're not going to try and twist it.
I'm not twisting anything. I'm answering your question. You got mute, bro.
Lee, you're on mute.
You're on mute, brother. God working miracles again. I guess I'll say why.
What is doing something mad? Hold on.
There you go.
Yeah. I was going to say you can't answer a question with a question.
Okay, so what is the question you'd like me to answer firstly?
Did you? Okay, maybe I'll summarize it in a different way for you. So
Lee, I'm glad to see you smiling again, man. I must admit, this is
Did
you know, yeah.
Have you questioned the legitimacy of Man City's the championships that they've won over the last 7 years because 115 is hanging over their head?
Yes, I've
Okay. Stop. That's fine. That's fine. That's all we need.
It's not cool.
That's all we need.
I've questioned how they became. I've questioned how they became the team that was allowing them to win the league.
Okay,
so I'll go a step further. Hold on, Lee. I'll go a step further.
But no. You don't need to explain anything more.
If Usain Bolt, we saw Usain Bolt win numerous gold medals. If it came out that Usain Bolt was potentially taking steroids or cheating, would we want that categorically proven that he wasn't doing it before we go, yes, he's definitively the best?
I mean that's for a different day. But currently, you have questioned the legitimacy of their championships, and you haven't given them the full flavors of their flowers that they deserve.
Wait, Lee, do you question?
Hold on, because we're going to get to it, Wolfie. Because now what I'm seeing from
why fuck me for?
including. Can I land my point?
Do you give City the legitimacy?
Hold on, can I land my point?
Oh, all right.
So now, what I'm seeing online is I'm seeing certain Callum say he would rather now that same evil empire that he slandered for 7 years win a championship over Arsenal, even though he's been cussing them and he doesn't actually believe that they are worthy of a championship because they've supposedly cheated. Supposedly. I find it funny.
No,
that makes kind of sense.
I've taken some notes here because Lee says a lot of stuff, so I'm going to debunk.
It's a very small notebook.
All right, so Lee, you said that I question Manchester City's legitimacy. Do you question their legitimacy?
You're not answering. You're not here to ask me questions.
No, I am.
No, you're not here to ask me questions.
Do you question
You're
their
not here to ask me
legitimacy?
questions.
Because we've had numerous conversations where you appeared on Coppish's Liverpool
You're not
league.
here
Do you remember
to
that
ask
face?
me- You're not here to ask.
You appeared on Coppish's Liverpool league,
If we're
and you
both
said
gonna-
that Man
okay,
City
no, if
are
that's the case,
cheaters.
wait,
Have you
hold on,
said
hold
that?
on.
Yes or
And
no?
if that's the case, if we're both going to do mystery man, are you FSG? Are you
I'm
Mr.
FSG.
Callum? Are you Mr. Sanderson?
I'm
Lee, I
FSG.
think it's a fair question, to be
What,
honest.
what are we? What are we?
I'm
today?
FSG in. Could you
Okay,
answer my
no, wait.
question, please?
Okay,
Did you
no,
have you categorically
okay,
said numerous
that's fine,
times
alright.
that Man City are cheaters? Yes or no?
Yeah, but hold on.
Okay, cool. That's
I'm
what
not
I
online.
needed. That's all I needed.
Wait, hold on.
That's all I
I'm now
needed.
not
That's all I
online.
needed.
Hold on. I'm not
That's all I
online
needed.
begging for Man City to win leagues. I'm not. You are. You're now the one that's
I
gone
never
back
begged
on
for them
your
to win the
words.
league. I said I'd rather them win the league
Okay,
than
so
you
you're
guys win the
asking
league.
them. So you're asking Man City to win the league. Yes, that's what you're
No,
asking.
I said I want Liverpool to win the league, but I'd
Yeah,
rather
okay,
if it's
yeah,
gonna
but
be
the lesser
if
of
it's
the
gonna
all
be you or
evils.
Man City, yes, I'd
lesser
rather
of-
Man City win the league.
Okay, so now
100%.
we're seeing again a lot of hypocrisy, sorry, that we're seeing online and things like that. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how things work.
It's not
right?
hypocrisy. I still
Yeah,
think
it's
there are some questions to be had about how they accumulated
fine.
their wealth and stuff. But I think it's fair of me as not wanting an Arsenal team to win the league
It's
because
interesting.
of what's going on. Also,
Listen,
you mentioned about underdog
if I've
mentality.
been accused
Sorry,
of
Cal,
cheating,
Cal, can I just ask you one thing quick? Cal,
course
just
you can.
quickly, can I ask you one thing?
Of course you can.
Just from your point of view, it's fair enough for you to question City in it because we are being questioned. If we get found innocent of the majority of the charges, and when I say the majority of the charges, you know what I mean.
main ones.
If there's one's about fucking grass length, forget that. But if we get found innocent of them, are you no longer going to question City in any sort of way?
I can't question them anymore.
Question the process. Question the
I'm
process.
going to question Liverpool now. This is the
He's
question.
lying.
So
you're
I
still going to
watched.
do the brown paper bags
Yeah,
under
yeah,
the
yeah,
table.
yeah.
That's what you're going to say. That's what you're going to say.
Yeah.
No,
I
hold
will.
on, not once. Hold on, wait.
I
So
wouldn't
Hold on,
call-
Lee.
I wouldn't
No,
call
sorry,
Cal-
Cass, really quickly.
I
Lee,
think he's
you
getting
watch a lot
mixing
of
you
our
up with
stuff.
Drifty. He's mixing you up with Drifty. That's what
I
Drifty
find
would
it
do.
funny. I just find it
Cass,
funny.
That's what
you've
Drifty
never
would
heard
do.
me say Man United got brown paper bags. or
No.
anything.
It's like
I've said
Drifty
it.
would be-
I've said it.
Drifty would. It would be Drifty. Like, but City, like, we would have to. They're still getting their
I don't
brown
say
paper
I've not said
bags.
that stuff.
That's what he'd say.
That's a
But,
good
no, let's-
impression, Cass. That's good.
In the same way, I'm not.
Yeah.
Again, Lee, you'd have seen it. I've never once said anything about Arsenal set pieces. I don't say anything about Man United when they're winning their
No,
trophies.
I just find it funny that you have questions. You have been
not
outright
questions.
vocal.
Wait.
You have been
Lee,
outright
Lee,
you're
so
going-
have you,
you're going
Lee.
too left.
I
You're
don't
going
get
too
this
left.
argument.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Lee, you're going too left with
Wait,
this,
can
man.
we-
You're
can
not
we-
asking the
It's
correct
so
question.
off track, man.
Lee, you're boring me.
Wait, hold on. Can I just respond? Wait, Wolfie.
Lee wants me
I'm
to
now-
basically
I'm
say
now-
I think Arsenal should win.
No, but
He
because
wants
I'm
me
now
to say
not
Arsenal.
offering. I'm not now offering panty for Man City to win it. If I'm sticking
Now,
to
Lee,
my
you're
guns,
missing the point, Lee. You're going so
sticking to
left
my
field
guns,
with this.
that's it.
When Man
You want
City win the
Cal's
league, no
validation.
one cares. No one cares because
find it
one,
funny.
we
I
know
just
there's
find it funny.
corruption, and secondly, they ain't really
That's
got a fan base. No one cares, man. That's
kinda
the point
rich.
Cal's
Kind of
making.
rich from
That's
Marinakis
not. That's
and
the
Forest.
technical
I just
point I'm making.
Wolfie,
What-
again, our fan base is bigger than yours, and we've had this conversation
again.
a million times.
All right, cool, but no one cares.
That's not the point I'm making. I have more people in my friend circle and family circle who are Arsenal fans who will give me crap for winning the league.
Doesn't
than I
matter.
do Man
Doesn't
City
matter.
fans.
Doesn't
It
matter.
does.
Doesn't
It
matter.
does.
Doesn't matter.
It
You
does.
can't say. You can't come out and say that you do not believe that these people are worthy and they are cheaters. You are saying that they are not worthy of winning their titles because of the backstory.
This is
of Man
mad-
City.
this is a
Wait,
mad-
wait,
How-
hold on, the
but
back-
how-
This
how
is
is
so
this
crazy.
relevant?
Lee, who would you
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
win
yeah.
the league? If
No,
Arsenal
no,
don't
no,
win the
no,
league,
no,
would you
no,
rather
no,
Liverpool or Man City won the league?
All
Lee?
I'm
So
saying-
this is why I stick up
Or
for
Man
Liverpool.
United.
For Lee. This is why I stick
All
up for
I'm
Lee.
saying
Lee
is I
has
just
said
find
he'd
it
rather
funny.
Liverpool
I
win it
just
because of what
find
happened
it
with
funny.
Gerrard.
I just find it funny.
No, this is we're going so left, Jed.
I find it
Cal's a hypocrite.
But by the way,
You
can I
understand?
say one thing
Massive.
on the
It's
whole
a massive hypocrisy.
City have no fans and all of that and the side of it. Let me be clear. As a City fan, I don't care. As a City fan, we don't care. Like,
See, even the
If-
City
if
fans
we win-
don't care.
no, as if we don't care how you feel because Wolfie, your fan base is fucking tiny. But if you won the league, you wouldn't care how other people feel because you'd be. I don't care.
I
I'm
never
here
told
celebrating.
you if you should or
No, I'm
shouldn't
not, I'm
care.
not,
I'm telling you.
Right,
that
bottom
no
line is,
fan
you are a
cares
fan,
Man
innit?
City
And
wins it.
don't get me wrong,
You
right?
are
I
a fan, you get to watch Man City,
understand why.
Exactly, VD.
I understand why Cal is gonna, of course, want Arsenal to win. So not win over Man City. Of course, I'm not stupid. I'm just saying I find it hilarious that the same very huge fan base. No, sorry, let me not even say fan base because they're actually they are sort of gargantuan. They're not a fan base. They are a huge club. They're an institution. So I
They're not
understand
huge.
all
They're
of
just
this.
a big club.
They no, they are huge. They are. Come
They're
on,
a big
not
club
gonna,
that is just hugely successful over
no,
the
no,
last
no, no, no.
years.
I'm not gonna do that.
Arsenal,
thing,
yeah, but I'm doing it.
I just find it funny. I just find it funny that
They're
they
just a
have
big
been
club.
begging. They are begging now. Man City, the same evil empire that they went up against, to now win the league over Arsenal when they call them cheaters. It doesn't make any sense.
You
thing
believe
is,
we
yeah,
wasted
why-
15
yeah,
minutes
is,
about this crap
Cal-
instead of cooking Cal about wanting Gerrard, man?
Hold on.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
about
you
that,
went- you
yeah.
went-
Wait,
So
what's going on
Cal
with
can
AGT, by the way?
Cal can
I
want
said I
City
agree
to
that
win the
either way.
league
Oh,
over
he's a waste
Arsenal,
for him,
yeah.
yeah, agreed.
Cal can say, I want City
And he's
to
a
win the
bitch.
league over Arsenal, and if City win the
Melted
league,
in
you know,
person,
he can still question the legitimacy
Exactly.
of that win. Like
Yeah,
he
no,
can
that-
say, okay, they can
again,
win
that's
it,
fine.
but you
That's
cheated to
fine.
win it, but at least you won it over Arsenal. Like that's still.
Look, VD, this is all fine, but I'm just saying you can't you can't be out here cheating, doing all this madness, and then start giving relationship advice. It doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. You can't call somebody a cheater and then say, "Oh, do you know what? But I want you to be successful in life." You can't say that they have done something so egregious over me, and then say, "Oh, do you know what? It's fine, but go out and flourish in life." That doesn't make any sense.
So
So
why
what's
have
the-
Arsenal
When
fans-
there is
hold on,
someone that is
wait.
worse
So
than
why
the
did-
cheaters,
So
Doesn't
why
make
is it for
when
the
there is
last
someone that
5
is
years
more
Arsenal
annoying
fans
than the
been telling
cheaters,
other
I'm
clubs
choosing
how
the
to win
cheater.
leagues and stuff?
Don't-
Look, like, I
Don't.
expected,
That's something
I
totally different.
expected,
Something totally different.
I expected a cooking today, but not for fucking 115. Fucking
I mean,
There's a
I just
bigger
find it
evil
funny.
at hand.
yeah.
Yeah, there is a big
The main
evil.
point there's
No, there's
a
a
bigger
big
evil at
evil.
hand.
Anyways, I'm the winner here. Let me talk here. Cal, you know, there's a Steven Gerrard. There's the Steven Gerrard talk, and obviously, lightly like the small club he supports, right? Whichever one that may be, whether it's Liverpool or Arsenal these days, he's seeking validation from Cal. I don't know why he's seeking validation while being top of the table. I think that's small mentality, personally, innit? But like I said, let's get one thing straight. Let's stop calling Liverpool this gigantic club. Yeah,
They are a
because
huge club.
they're a hugely successful club. They're not huge. Let me know where
No,
the
they
biggest
are
fan
huge.
base is, other than the UK. Let me know. I'll wait for them answers.
I can tell you. I can tell you.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
Liverpool fans are from
India,
London anyway.
India,
England,
So
Arsenal still got that rain over there.
Thailand,
I mean, you're making yourself-
Anyways,
Yeah, Thailand, Liverpool,
Wasn't it in America
Liverpool, I'm
that
sure
they-
you said Liverpool in Thailand are massive.
Yeah, that Thailand's
You
one
ain't
country.
South Egypt,
Thailand is
London.
one country.
United filled out the
Respectfully,
biggest stadium in the world. Come on,
anyways,
stop being
And of course,
Thailand,
the country
I didn't know Thailand
Liverpool
was
as
such a
well.
massive country. I didn't know Thailand was Asia.
No, I'm saying Far
Asia.
East Asia, South Asia.
They're not huge. They're not huge. They couldn't even sell out their pre-season
Islands,
before. I'm not trying to
they're
hear
really
it.
big in Ireland. I'm pretty certain they're big in Ireland as well.
Cash,
Trying to hear it.
can I
Anyways,
Cash?
no, because I want to
Why
press
do we need
Cal
to do
on.
this?
No,
We know
because
they're a
I mean,
huge club.
Hey, Lee, this is
There's no
debate
point in
I love
arguing.
so
We know
much.
what we are. We are.
If you see how Lee's defending this right now, it goes to showing it. Like them
No,
tech.
he's defending
voice
factual information.
No,
he's not
no,
defending
he's not.
Liverpool. He's defending
You mean-
factual information.
No, he's not, man. You lot are just you're just a successful club. That's all you are. You don't even have supporters in Africa. Let's be real. Let alone
We don't-
outside.
Really?
that.
How much
don't-
South
yeah,
Africa
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
bring
yeah,
Africans?
yeah,
as
yeah,
well?
yeah.
So who
And
has- you had-
guess
you
what?
had the
I guess what?
Caribbean
Ash's
then.
about to go, and they're about to go get Marmouche and get City shirts. We know how it goes, or Saudi shirts.
So
Anyways,
Jamaica and all these places. That's
Egypt's not a huge
Liverpool now.
country either. It's huge. in
Egypt's
space.
not a huge country. You know, the population of Cairo is half the
No,
whole of the
all
UK's
of them do.
population.
No, I don't want to hear.
You know
it.
that, yeah? There's
Liverpool-
30 million in
man, what
Cairo.
we doing? Liverpool are
You're being
big.
wrong and
They're big
strong then,
clubs,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yes, 100%. But what's it-
This is a
Anyways.
horrific, appalling cooking of Cal so far.
but
I'm
no,
not gonna lie
well,
to you,
blame
boys.
Lee. You know what, Lee? You're not invited next week. But what's it called? Steven
I was in
Gerrard.
relief.
Hold on, what's it? I needed. What was this Steven Gerrard thing? I didn't hear it. So what?
Yeah, I don't understand where Steven Gerrard comes out.
Cal, were you that
Bad
down?
debate.
You're not turning on your
That-
green screen as well, by the way.
No, stop you. I'm trying to read. I'm basically renovating my computer.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
Is it a red screen or a green screen?
Well, it's
red at the
definitely a
moment.
red screen. They couldn't have a. But anyway, yeah. What's this Steven Gerrard shit that they're talking about?
So again, I'll caveat this, and anyone who watched the full video will
I
see
did.
that I said I'm not even saying I'm right for this, but it's just what I would do. I would look to get in Gerrard at the moment. He's not attached to a club. And I think we need someone who can actually come in and motivate these players. They don't look motivated at the moment. They don't look like they're getting it right on the pitch because of what's happening off the pitch. So I'm not even saying a long-term solution is him. I just think as though we need something to be started now. to fix this situation.
So your club, so you are fully slot. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck
No,
out.
so here's again. I don't want to disrespect Slot in it. I will
Yeah, I
never
hear it.
forget what
I
he's
hear it.
done. He's given us number 20. He was brilliant last season, secured us a league, and you'll never hear me call him any names or verbally abuse him. I ain't gonna do that. But I also look at a manager who's continuously getting it wrong, being out coached and out tacticked by other managers after spending the amount of money he spent, and he's got the players at his disposal that he particularly wanted, it seems, and he's not even playing them correctly. I don't see how that's fixed. And you're taking our best midfielder, putting him right back, then you're bringing on a centre back for our number 10.
Bro, that was mental. That
So-
move right, bro. That move right there, I was impressed with, bro. The Gomez for Vert swap. That was genius. That was genius.
I can't.
To be honest,
sit
they
there
got
with-
the same GA in the Premier League, haven't they? So.
I can't see how they turn this. I don't see how. Again, I'm not even saying anyone who's still supporting Slot is in the wrong. I'm just saying I can't see how that's not alarm bells, and I'd rather sack him and get someone else rather than let this continue, because our next run of games is horrible. And if, let's say, for example, we swap to manager now, I'm not saying we'd win the league, but it may change our fortunes. Keeping him, I don't think changes our fortunes. I think
Right.
leave
Here's
it,
the
by
thing,
the
yeah.
way.
You think Gerrard can turn it around and help you win a Premier League or something?
No, I never said win. No, I never said
what
win.
fa- what
You
phase
think
is
he's
Slot
gonna?
in?
He's not gonna
Oh,
save
you've been
no.
saying it for the last
no
3
season.
months, Cal. You've been saying it.
Say that again, sorry?
Cal, can I be clear here as well?
Yeah,
Are
Lee, you
you-
got echo, man. Lee,
Are you
whatever you got
are
going.
you 100% like, yeah, we ain't winning this? We're not in a title race. We're not going to win the league this year. Are you fully
As of
thrown
right
in?
now, we're not, bro. As of right now, we're not.
That wasn't the question.
No, that is the answer to the question. I can't.
No,
speak
because
for them.
we're a point ahead of you, but I'm still and we lost
yeah,
at the
me too.
weekend. It's undoubtable. Arsenal are the favourites, yeah, 100%.
But Daps, remember from the beginning of the season, I said if it's not Liverpool, it's Arsenal. I had you comfortably finishing third this season, but I said
so did I. To be fair, with us,
Right.
I thought we were going to
City
be.
still win it.
But
This isn't the point, Cal.
No. Let's stay focused. You're
Yeah,
right,
Cal,
let's stay focused.
Is this Steven Gerrard talk on that video? Is it a cry for help?
it is a cry for help. Yeah, I want my club to do better, Wolfie. You should know about that.
San Seaman Gerrard's the answer to that.
Yeah, I think VD was
Short-term,
kind
baby.
of going towards a point there. Like,
It's-
do you
yeah.
think Steven Gerrard, who let's remember last time managed in the Premier League was 17th with Aston Villa, and then
He
when the
was.
manager came in, took him to Europe that
Guys,
very same
remember, I'm
season.
not sitting there saying I'm right. You know, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
no,
this is
but what I'm
I
saying
would
is,
do.
do you think Steven
the thing is as
Gerrard
well,
does the better
motivational
job
It's
then
the reason
than
to
Slot?
motivate them.
Yeah,
Ain't no
he's a
motivational
shit-
issue.
He's a shit manager, man. What we doing?
What's that?
I mean, you could also, if you wanted a motivator, you can just get Rev Run, right? He does some good motivational speeches. No. No.
Got someone from the
Who?
crowd, they'll motivate him better.
Who? I don't know who
No?
you're talking about.
You don't
I
know Rev
mean-
Run? Come on.
No.
Red Front.
Nah,
I know
you
Red
don't.
Front.
Nah. Maybe it's a black
I,
thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a black thing. Man.
No.
Well, what
You
about
know
Rev
Rev
Run?
Run,
What
come
about
on.
Rev Run? What about Rev Run?
I'm saying he's
not a horse.
He's a good motivational speaker. Big speaker. Maybe
Fucking hell.
you can get
Jesus
him,
Christ,
man.
that's going back a bit still.
Yeah, come on. You must know Rev Run. Come on.
They used to have a what's it called as well, isn't it? Obviously, it's
Run
Run
DMC.
DMC. It's Run
Yeah.
DMC now, but they also used to have a
TV
fucking-
show. Yeah, he used to have
a
a show.
TV show,
Yeah.
innit?
And he used
Yeah,
to
with
sit in
his
a bar
family
with
and that.
his BlackBerry.
Yeah.
he used to sit in a bar,
Yeah.
he used to
Our
do
house,
motivational
whatever it was
speeches.
called.
Yeah. Bro, it's quite a good program, to be fair.
Yeah, come on.
And
Yeah,
that's the
Bear
Run
Kids,
DMC, a
man, yeah, Bear
legend.
Kids.
Yeah, Bear Kids. Bear Kids.
You know what?
Anyway, Cal keeps getting deflected without deflecting here. Like, can we
I'm
get
answering
back
all your
on?
questions. I'm not deflecting anything.
I know, I'm not. You're doing a cracking job, unlike your manager. But is it fair to say as well
You have a
now?
manager? You do
Huh?
now. No, you do
What?
now. No, I didn't realize. I was just asking if you have a manager, but you do. Your
Yeah, we do.
favorite.
Yeah, he's a shit manager, but we have.
So
we have
where do we go from here with Liverpool?
Well, I'll tell you where we go from. We asked the question: is it now fair to say that you would agree that the mask has slipped? Because we've all been wondering where Eric Ten Hag has been since he got sacked at Leverkusen. Is it fair to say the mask has slipped off Slots, and we are now seeing that ETH real face coming through, bro?
The reason why I don't say Erik ten Hag is because we won a league. We did win a league under this manager. So
Ten Hag won more trophies in England than Slot has.
Hey, listen, I said it was a sham. It was a sham that they won it last year, man. Everybody else is rubbish. Liverpool
hold on,
did what
wait.
they did.
VD, then hold on. If Arsenal win it, are you going to say the same thing about Arsenal?
I'll say it's a sham.
You
from
could say that, you know.
Liverpool, who
I don't think.
Anyone
No, I
who
will say
wins
the
the
same.
league-
I will say the same. I don't
No,
think
anyone who wins the
if-
league deserves to win the league. Simple as. Like we've got to stop
Listen,
doing this.
I think in this situation,
If Arsenal
I
win
think
the
for
league
you-
this season, regardless
It's
of what
not
Liverpool
deserved.
do,
I don't
Arsenal
care. It's
deserve
not
to win the
deserved.
league. I'm not doing the
No,
whole.
but I
everyone was
think
crap.
there's
we deserve to
there's
win the league.
it's a double-edged sword, because I think
Don't deserve to
ultimately
win the league. No way.
the issue that you've got, Cal, is that you spent £450 million. So with that, if you don't win the league, it's an absolute
I've
atrocity
said this,
in terms
bruv.
of,
I've said this.
yeah,
I said finishing
so
second. You know
I
what I've
think-
said about this.
So I think when you look at it, you have to be quite honest and say, yeah, like the league, you can look at the league and say the league's crap, but you are a bigger downfall than the league.
Exactly.
Whereas last year, I think, you know, Arsenal fans, we gave up winning the league because we got Sterling on the last day of the transfer window.
Well,
So
no, you
listen,
gave up league because we were so far ahead. Let's be real.
no. You're not on the last day of the transfer window in August. When we got Sterling, we gave up winning because we knew we didn't have enough.
Okay.
So and twofold. Obviously, the manager, we didn't really believe in him, thinking that he was making the right decisions. Now, for some reason, it's all coming to the fore for us, and we're looking good. You know, I was there at the game yesterday, so yeah, shout out to the team. But I mean, for Liverpool, I mean, I know people that talk about McAllister, I mean, like talk about all these players, but I want to start from the top, and I want to start at Mo Salah. And listen, people aren't
This
going
is
to
your
like
on the
it. And
agenda. I'll go for it.
yeah, no, it's not. It's not. I'm just saying. Listen, for me, I've always said it. This is the Mo Salah experience. If he doesn't score goals, and he scored 280 something, so listen, he's more than done what he needs to do. I think he's one of the best finishers, one of the best players that's ever played in the Premier League. But I just don't like the fact that people are trying to hide that this is any different than what he normally does. Now,
It is
yes, has he had fantastic periods where he's been outstanding? Yes, but he's never been the best player consistently at his team. Throughout his team that he's been there. You can look at Alisson. You can look at Van Dijk. You can look at Mane. He's never been the outright player. For me, being the best player. He's never been the best player in the Premier League, in my opinion. He's not, because he's been De Bruyne's
Stole
been
the
here.
spotlight.
Haaland's been here. He's never ever finished the season campaign fantastically well. The finals, listen, I'm not gonna kind of go too much on that, because ultimately he's got there and he's won. But for me,
The reason
I
you're not
just
doing
think
it because it won't
this-
suit your agenda because of one reason.
no, it's not. No, because I don't do the finals thing. But I'm just saying this is the Mo Salah experience. We know
course you don't.
the same things happen season in, season out with Mo
That's
Salah.
not true.
Now, if I was to summarize Mo Salah's period in the Premier League, the 8 years he's been here, it's that game against Brentford. He plays crap in a lot of games, but scores a great goal. That is literally what he does.
So
And it's
disingenuous.
just hilarious that
It's not.
now.
It's
I
crazy.
mean, listen. I mean, as I said, I'm not gonna downplay his fantastic periods when he's doing Travellas and he's scoring great goals, and like these are things that, of course, we're talking about an elite, all-round, otherworldly player. But I'm just saying, when we look at it in terms of the top echelon of players, we know what he is. We know what he is, and it's just funny that I see what I'm seeing now. And what I saw 2 years ago, what I saw 4 years ago, there's no difference in my opinion. But anyway, it is what it is. It's one of those funny things.
Do you not think
but-
that Slot should be able to like see the season out and then
Of
and
course
build his
he-
team
he- of
in
course
his
he does.
vision?
Getting rid
Of
of
course
him
he should.
mid-season
Of
is stupid.
Of course
It's
he
so
does.
stupid.
But again,
Hold on. Wait. Why is it stupid, VD?
Because it just causes. Trust me, as someone that's been through this a lot of times.
You guys have been through it. Why is it stupid
It's-
for us? Just
See
because
it
it
out.
happened.
Just
Just
see it out,
because
because
but
you're not going to
your experience
realistically,
is
yeah.
to
I think there's two people that are probably going to end up going to Liverpool if Slot gets sacked, yeah, and it's probably going to be Areola, or it's going to be, I reckon, like someone like Julian Nagelsmann, right? Areola is not leaving halfway through the season, so what? You're
Yes,
going
he
to run
is.
it with Gerrard?
Oh, yes, he would.
No, not with
What to not run it up with his old director of football as well? Of course,
Not right
he would.
now. I don't think he'd leave halfway
Bro,
through.
it's
There's no
Bournemouth.
way.
They have a 10,000 capacity stadium.
It
What are we
don't
doing?
matter. It don't
He's
matter. I don't
got a
think
release
he's
clause.
gonna
What do you
leave.
mean? He would leave.
Well, actually, if he's got a release clause, then maybe.
Bro,
But
we're not talking about some small club. We're talking about just a big club here.
Well, in your opinion, they are a small club,
take a
Cass.
bit of time for
Yeah,
Areola
no,
to
I said
fix
they're not.
everything
I said
anyway.
they're not
Just
gigantic.
run it at the end of the season.
They're a hugely successful club. They're not gigantic.
Media.
Right
I'll
at
ask
the
you
end of the
again.
season.
What is the reason?
Well, maybe it's just me in it. I don't agree with.
But what's the reason? Again, I'm not even trying to get anyone who disagrees with me. But everyone,
honestly, there's no point.
Give me a reason why.
Unless you genuinely, unless you actually do get. The thing is, yeah, if you sack Slot and let's say you triggered the release clause at Iriola's going to need a lot of time, and we've seen it with Man United, yeah, bro. When Amorim came in, it's always carnage for a manager to come in mid-season because you don't get a proper preseason. You're expected to get results straight away, and if you don't, because things are supposed to take time in competitions like preseasons or in games where they don't really make there's not, you don't have to get the result. You just have to show a bit of like some promising signs. Bro, if he joins and he don't hit the ground running, it's not going to look great. It's not going to look great.
Didn't you hire Di Matteo mid-season in the Champions League?
He could come to the club and hit the ground.
Come on, we know Chelsea is the one exempt fucking club from however long ago. It ain't worked since. It ain't worked since. Shall I tell
you why I don't agree with what you're saying, VD? Is because you keep on using examples of other clubs who weren't in stable positions off the field as well. Man United and Chelsea weren't stable off the field when you've made some of these appointments. Liverpool off the field are as stable as we can be. There's no debt aligned to the club.
So going back to off your same point, then, if that's the case, I don't know how much I can trust you anymore, Cal. You know, I'll be honest. It hurts me to say that, man. But
I know that feeling.
Because I'll be honest, right? I'm sitting here and I'm like, hold, it was only 3 months ago.
You're right. It was only August where you said to me you wanted to be a Liverpool fan.
It was only wait. Let's stick on the point. It was only 3 months ago where you were sitting in your robe with the top of your chest out. You had Vaseline on the table, and you had apple juice, and you were on a stream with 5 other guys, not obviously in the same room, man. Not in the same room. Not in the same room. And you were there celebrating. You had Monts on the street at 2 o'clock in the morning, roaming around. You had Monts in the street, roaming around in Birmingham, doing whatever he was doing, coming back from wherever he was coming back from, celebrating that you had bought Isak, you had bought Ekatike, you had bought your 2 fullbacks, and you was about to possibly buy Gahey. You was about to buy Gahey. At this moment, you obviously
and Kirkhead, bro. Don't forget Kirkhead.
No, they bought the 2 fullbacks. I said that they bought the 2 fullbacks, and they were about to buy Gahey. So now all of a sudden, after 9 games, this same very man that basically made you sit. Listen, I don't want to think about the image, but you were sitting underneath that robe, butt naked, about to go and do something very, very extracurricular activity.
Shaving chest as well, bro.
Beautiful wife, and I mean that in the most respectful way. I don't know. I know you do. You know that. But for me, I'm upset. I'm very worried that, you know, I don't know how much I can trust you.
I was looking to baby number 4 where I was. Yeah.
Listen, there you go. And you was about to call him what? What was the name that you was possibly going to call him?
Richard.
No.
So now I'm now sitting here thinking, how can I trust you? How can anyone trust you after 9 games? You are ready to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
No, because our owners did their bit. Our manager's not doing his. How many times, Lee, have I said in the past, give the manager something to work with, give the manager some money to work with, give the manager the players that's going to take us to another level. Slot got that, and then some.
I don't know.
So if he's not doing his job, guys, if I'm not doing all right, Cass, you run this show, you and Dats run this show. You've asked me to do this show on a weekly basis. If every week you contact me and go, Cal, can you do the show? And I just ignore you, I don't ever get back to you. How many weeks are you going to give it before you say, yeah, I'm not even messaging Cal?
For you,
no.
anybody else
the perfect example of this is, I'll give you
why? Because I'm not doing my job to what I agreed to, right?
Hold on, I'll give you the perfect example. That's fine. Kaz and the Daps, they run the show, and it's literally like months. Listen, he's a fantastic 3rd member, but he's always late. Slot is doing a good job. You're what, 5th? A few top points up the top.
Not turning up to work, bro. He's not even late. He's just not turning up.
He is because you beat Arsenal, and you remember it was 5 out of 5. So when he was 5 out of 5, it didn't matter to you, right? It was 5 out of 5.
No, it did.
So let's be real.
I used to say the warning signs need to improve. I did say the performances need to improve.
No, but you would always caveat it and say, but we're top of the league.
We were top of the league, Wolf. It was
okay.
But the warning signs were there. No, but actually,
You said,
No,
and I'll tell you,
I got a
you
good
on a
point there.
stream, you said, oh, it doesn't matter about because you know what I'm gonna do to wake up tomorrow morning and see all the haters crying because it's 5 out of 5. Yeah, you
You
did say,
know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you all were crying. You all were
Okay,
crying, but at the same time,
so you can't say that he hasn't turned up and done his job. He
no,
was
I
doing a
can because
fantastic
from
job.
last season, Lee, I was saying performances need to improve. Lee, you watch my show, bro.
You're in 4 competitions. 4.
No, but Lee, remember when we went out of the Carabao and then we went out to PSG, I said, I want us to finish this league season strong. I want us to get in the 90s for points. I got told by my own fan base and a lot of rivals, Cal, just shut up, man. You've won the league. The players can go on holiday. And I'm like, nah, this is momentum. You can't end the season like this because it's hard to just switch it on and off. I'm looking at a team now.
You would have took a break.
Can I
No,
tell
you
what
don't
it
get
is?
to run
would've
that,
took a
Cal.
break
You don't get to run that.
For me, from the outside looking in, do you know what the issue with Liverpool fans right now is? I genuinely think it's because they're
Entitlement.
below Man United. That's it. If they weren't below Man United, it wouldn't sting as bad.
Yes, of
Now,
course
yes,
it
they
would.
lost to Man United. You lost to Man United, but it's because you're below them and nobody
No,
rates you.
No. You know what?
No,
I hear
it's
it.
not.
I do
If
hear
I
it
was-
though. It
if I
is
was-
relevant.
Sorry,
To
Dax,
some-
real quick. If I was
it will be
within 3
relevant.
points if I was within 3 points of Arsenal right now, I'm not moaning. I'm annoyed, but I'm not moaning. Brother, it is October. We've lost 4 games in the Premier League, equal the amount of games we lost last
In a row,
season
in a
Premier
row.
League. Bear in mind, we lost, if I'm not mistaken, 3 games after we won the league, or was it 2 games? One of the 2.
You lost 2 after you won the league.
After we won the league, we lost 2. We're in October, not even in double figures for games, and we've already lost 4 games. And I'm expected to be like, no.
And you got
it's
Villa,
cool.
and you got
No,
Villa,
you're not
and you got Villa
expected to
and
be
Man
that,
City
but you're
next.
also.
It's nothing to do.
Okay,
It's
hold
nothing
on,
to
but
do
again,
with it's nothing to do with Man United.
Okay. If that's okay, fine. You're not.
I
Expected
would
to,
say, but
you're
I
also
would.
not expected to ask Steven Gerrard to come in. That
No,
is
that's
So
fine.
absolutely
Again,
crazy.
let me just. I
I
want to
don't have
add
an
one more
issue with
thing as
anyone
well.
who
Yeah.
disagrees with that. I don't
All right,
have an issue at all.
Cal, you said you want to sack Slot because you said that the warning signs are there, right? Not playing the team right and stuff like this. But at the start of the season, when you were scamming wins, yeah,
Thank you very much.
and it weren't sustainable, you were there singing, parading, oh man, top of the league. Or
I
top of
was.
the
was
league.
out.
So now, which one is it? Because the warning signs were there, but now that the warning signs are actually become the warning, like it's an actual warning now, hazard
Reality.
signs and everything.
Because I expected the performances to improve, VD. So I'll break this down again. If I said to Cass, you know what, bro, I'm gonna be late for these amount of shows.
Yeah,
and
you'll be
then
right.
Cass was like, that's cool. Yeah, you give me a heads up. But then if I just stop telling him I'm gonna be late and turn up like 45 minutes in and then be like, bro, I gotta go in 5 minutes. Cass is gonna be like, brother,
Hey, bro, that's Monster's gimmick. What are you doing?
no, don't do that. And then I turn around and go, but yeah,
Turn up.
So that's not a good analogy, Cal. All right, let me ask you this.
No, because we expected the performances to improve, and then the results would maintain with improved performances. If the performances get worse, what do I just still go? Oh, it's cool. He won the first 5. Then all right, he's cool. He's won the first 5. Then he's lost the next 4. So do I have to wait to the 5th one where I go? Oh, it's 50-50 now. Now I can be upset. What we
No,
Cal,
no,
if your missus is cooking you dinner and it ain't up to standard, and you tell her it's not up to standard,
I would never
then-
do that. I love my wife with all my heart.
yeah, okay. Let's talk about let's call this just person A and
Stop
wife
doing
B.
this, bruv. People watch this, not just me. Her family watches as well, bro. Don't put me.
All right. Let me do it. My missus, because she doesn't watch, right?
Go.
Let's say my missus cooks me dinner and it's not up to standard,
All right.
and I let the first one slide. Right. Next day,
What's for dinner though? What's for dinner?
Some
I want to know. So what's
Definitely
so
not
what
hard
is she-
to
some
buy.
rice, some rice and
Come on, what
hard
is- what
boiled
is-
slot eggs, man, or something.
Definitely not.
No. What? Come on. I'm intrigued. What's the
I don't
first
know.
thing?
Let's go with
Thomas
simple
and bread,
pasta.
man.
No, I want a simple pasta. So what? So what? Is she using a jar or is she making it from
Freshly cooked from
Freshly cooked.
scratch.
All right, so she's doing the freshly cooked thing. All right,
She's making the effort. She's making the effort.
Yeah.
Day two, she goes with the jars. Yeah, so I'm
Okay.
annoyed.
I mean,
Does that
some
mean-
jars work though. Some jars work,
Some jars
and
work.
it's important
Okay.
if you use the jars, but you're adding additional seasoning on top.
Little seasoning
It'll
here
work.
and there. Day 3, she just doesn't bother. Day 4, am I divorcing her?
3 days. I'm hoping what's the reason? Yeah. What's the reason why she? Maybe she's fed up with you, Wolfie. And she just thinks I'm not making an effort because this guy won't even put his dirty clothes in the laundry. What's the context around it?
The context is she's just like, you know what? I just feel like I can't do it. It's not happening.
So then
And
you
what about the food?
So wouldn't you then have a conversation, Wolfie, rather than just calling up the solicitor?
Yeah,
Divorce
but
is
I'm just saying,
expensive,
like, do we
everyone.
then have to take into account, you know, she's still good with the kids, still, you
I
know,
hope so, Wolfie. Yeah.
cleaning up and all this stuff and everything,
Big
right?
one,
Are
though.
we,
This
are
is
we
what we're
saying
saying,
that
though,
because
but-
of this one
yeah.
element, that's it, we forget everything that's happened?
But yeah, that's what we're
It's not
saying,
just one.
Cal.
It's not. No, wait,
you-
because Lee, sorry to cut you. It's not just one element. His man management this season's been poor. He's been throwing players under the bus and not playing players based on merit. His tactics have been really bad. His in-game management's been really bad, and everything else has been
No,
bad. So
And he
what's
lies in the
been
press
good this
conferences
season?
saying
Apart-
people only beat him in the air. When one of our goals popped through your entire team and we scored and
but
it ended
the
up
thing
winning.
is-
Measy, imagine
Guy's
this.
a
Imagine
liar.
this.
I'll
Imagine
slap his bald head if I see him, you know. About
Imagine I'm a fighter, guys. Let's switch it now.
who
Imagine
scored in the air.
imagine I'm a fighter,
Allow it, man.
and
Well, you
before
are
my
6'5",
fight,
so you're not that far away from him.
let's imagine I'm a fighter, and I go before my fight that I'm being interviewed, and I go, you know, my weaknesses, yeah, is when someone closes the distance and hits me to the body. I don't like that, and I hate leg kicks as well, and I'm susceptible to the right over the top. What would you be saying? You'd be like, is Cal dumb? He's basically just giving someone the blueprint on how to beat him. Slot is coming out and going, well, you know what? We struggle against low blocks. I don't have the answer for that. And set pieces, man. Yeah, they're really tough for us at the moment. So if I'm Brentford, bear in mind, Brentford's set piece coach from last year has outclassed our coach tactically. If I'm the Brentford manager, I'm looking and going, I'm just gonna watch Slot's press conference and I'll figure out from there.
But you're forgetting.
Would you
one
rather he
thing.
lied? Is that what you're saying? Would you rather he came out and said, you know what, we're not quite there and what have you?
Even for a second,
Just don't
Wolfie, right?
speak about it.
No, I wouldn't speak about it. But for a second,
We know
all of
you have
these
to say
analogies.
again to cut you. I keep on cutting you. Apologies. I promise
No,
I'll just say this.
it's
And I'll be
cool,
done.
it's cool.
All I would say if I was slotted, go, do you know what? There's certain things we're not doing right at the moment. We're working on those on the training ground and we need to improve.
Yeah, I hear it. But what I would say though, you are forgetting one big factor in this all. He gave you one of your highest highs in the last 10 years as a football fan.
100%.
And not only, and again, I know I'm not doing a shameless thing. I know everyone's going to do it. Everyone's going to say COVID. For me, I think that's stupid. Look, you won the league,
silly.
but you didn't get to celebrate it. And he gave you the opportunity to go to Liverpool with all the Coppish community, with all the Redmen team. I mean, I'm not going to keep mentioning all these other YouTube channels, but you get my point. There were millions of people. There were millions of people at this parade. What was it? 2 million people in Liverpool.
Something like that.
Something crazy like that you got to see, celebrate, and see the players. Well, I mean, look, I didn't say that, but whatever. But look, for me, I just think that you guys are going way too far with the idea of getting rid of this manager. Remember, as you said, yeah, we're only in October. I could understand if we're at December and it's crisis and you've had you literally just red on the columns of, you know, win, lose, whatever, draw. You've literally just lost 4 games. Okay, fine. For Liverpool, I understand. Gargantuan, you can't lose 4 games. But
lost 5 and 6, Lee. We've lost 5 and 6.
Okay, fine. You look, no. But we're talking about the Premier League. You lost 5 and 6, but in the Premier League, you lost 4 games in a row. You are still in 4 competitions. It isn't the end of the world. For me to get Gerrard in, one is absolutely asinine.
Gerrard,
Then
bro.
to say that you want to get Iriola, who, for all intents and purposes, has never won anything in terms of a big trophy. At least with Slot, he won with Feyenoord. No, sorry, he almost won with.
He did.
No,
No,
he
did.
But he almost won with AZ Alkmaar as well. He almost. But remember, because they.
Arteta hadn't won anything before you got him.
Yeah, but you don't rate him.
Arteta hadn't won.
Anyway, don't use Arteta.
What do you mean? Don't worry,
I
Lee don't
don't
rate
like
him either.
this excuse because every manager has got to start somewhere.
Lee don't rate him
Every
either.
manager's got to start somewhere.
Bro,
So, all right. So what clubs has
Iriola
Iriola been at?
Like,
What clubs has Iriola been at? Can I ask? What clubs has he been at?
Well, you don't rate. Wait, hold on. You don't mention Arteta because you.
All right,
said
forget
keep
Arteta
him
then.
in the
Forget
job.
Arteta.
You said keep him in the job because
no, I
you're
don't.
not gonna win.
No, forget
Okay, fine.
Arteta then. What clubs has Iriola managed in his career?
But okay, I don't know. But all I'm saying is to make the
To be
step
fair,
up. To make the step up.
He done a mad thing with Rayo Vallecano, didn't he?
Yeah, no,
And
Is Rayo Vallecano going to win any trophy?
The perfect example.
Luis Enrique was nobody really when he took over Pep's.
Hold on, but I'm going to ask the panel: is the risk bigger than the reward? We've just seen with the perfect example, Man United.
And when he started too.
With all due respect,
Get your
Maresca's
facts
done a
right.
good job.
Get your facts right. He didn't win when he started. What do you mean he didn't win?
We talking about. What do you?
The guy in the chat said, "No, not him. No, this guy."
No, I'm saying
do your research, bro.
I'm a with a guy who had some sort of pedigree within Europe, coming to a huge, again, another institution, one of the biggest clubs, first big club in the biggest club in the world, and struggled. Now you want Iriola to copy and paste the same thing and expect
Not
him to
copy and
do a
paste
better
only.
job, than Amorim. I don't see it.
But
I
the
don't
thing
see
is,
it.
What
why,
is the
I'll be
damage
real, yeah.
for his manager
Iriola's
job at
system
Real?
really does suit Liverpool.
yeah, it does.
Kind
The
of.
thing
Maybe
is,
besides the hard running.
Ariola's closer to Klopp than what Slot's closer to Klopp.
Way
style.
closer.
Forget
He's
about that,
so
forget about
gung-ho.
that.
It's not even a part. You got to stop thinking. Is this
That's why
going to
it's
be
not copy and paste.
Klopp is not here no more. Things changed. Styles changed. It's the way it goes. So
Cal, would you take Klopp back?
Of course
No.
he would.
No, I wouldn't.
Of course he would.
But
right now,
if you guys watch my content, you'd see I wouldn't take him back. I love.
Yeah, I remember you were Klopp out for about a week. I remember.
Obviously,
never Klopp out.
yeah.
That's a
But
lie.
remember, like I always say with Amorim right now, yeah, like I wanted to give it time because it's the squad and all that kind of stuff. And now I might have jumped the gun a little bit too quick, but some would say that I jumped the gun a little bit too late. Who knows? It's only
But
been
that's the
3
thing,
games,
what-
right?
that's
It's
my
only
point-
3
that's my
games,
point,
right?
Cas,
So
though.
now I'm in a reverse point. Maybe if Amorim inners are gonna start coming in and say, I know this
Cas, my
manager's
point-
guy
my-
or whatever. Maybe it's too soon. Maybe you should.
No,
I don't know.
point
But
goes directly
maybe
to
the
you,
thing's a
though,
little bit
Cas,
too
yeah.
soon.
But my point goes directly to you, Kaz. All I'm saying, I'm not saying that Iriola won't work out. I'm not saying that Amorim is going to be the best thing since sliced bread. But now what we're seeing, after a period of longevity, that he's seemingly getting through to the players and turning it around. We saw the same thing at Chelsea, because last season, a lot of them were, Maresca out. Even the start of this season,
And then
a few
he done a madness.
and now he's doing a lot better. Okay, fine, he's still a bit shaky, but
No, but he's got bare
Iriola-
injuries though. He's got a
It's his
lot
team.
of injuries.
It's the centre backs.
I
I
know,
told
okay,
you, man,
no,
about
but
tossing.
you get
A
my
lot of
point.
told you,
Bro.
man,
I'm
about
just
that
saying.
geezer.
I'm just saying that bringing Iriola in is absolutely such a. I think it's such a manic thing to do at this point.
Reactionary right now,
it's
isn't it?
so
It's
crazy.
But he's
with
not
the-
saying Iriola, he's saying Gerrard.
Yeah, that's
No. He
even
said
worse.
no. But he mentioned others. Like, it's not just Gerrard. He said Gerrard, but he mentioned others. But everybody's saying clamoring for Glasner or I mean Glasner's okay. That may be a bit of a better example. But Iriola, I think he's crazy to make the step up in season.
Billy, you're not fighting his argument. He said Gerrard and he said Glasner, if I remember rightly. They were the two names that
No,
Cal
he said
mentioned.
Iriola. Oh, you're on
I
mute,
said
you're on mute.
Iriola.
Cal, you're on
Sorry,
mute.
I'm going to be Iriola as well. Lee, can I rebuttal what you're saying? And again, VD, you said the same thing as well. And the reason why I don't think you can compare Chelsea, Man United, and Liverpool situation, when Amorim was going into Man United, you were in the middle of a takeover, right? The squad was, let's be real, the squad was poor at Man United.
So poor.
Stadium's a problem. There's so many things going on around Man United. You got the Sancho issue. You had other issues going on. At Liverpool right now, stadium's fine. Training grounds recently being redone. We just had a massive summer in terms of players coming in. You're coming off the back of winning the Premier League. Nothing behind the scenes is in anything that he's got to do.
But you said you're going through transition, did you not? But you
Say
said
that
you're
again,
going through. You said you're going through transition, no?
And what else did I say? We're going through a transition, but I expect what, Cass? To win the
Results?
league. But
maybe your expectations right now are a little bit.
No, they're not. They're not.
Because right now you're going through transition, but you
If
need
my
to stop.
expectations too high, so does everyone else in the panel.
I'm sorry, but I have to do what I had to go through last year, innit? Yeah, and it's going to be the same way, innit? The same way I question the rest.
You thought we were going to win the league this season.
You need to start blaming the people that brought in this squad this summer, and maybe this just on paper. Edwards, and you know what? Edwards is more the CEO now. You can't really put everything on Edwards. Let's just talk Richard Hughes, right? Let me just do the super chat afterwards. Yeah, look at Richard Hughes. We talk about squad planning. Maybe you just had a big wasted resource on Isaac. Yeah, even though you can't really pass up the opportunity, but the squad planning was crap. You got no runners in your team. Why was that not identified? Why did they leave a centre back to the last minute just for it to get cancelled? That's not on slot. That's not on slot. Really and truly, you have to start looking at Richard Pugh. You have to start looking at Richard Pugh because you know what? Yeah, we talk about squad balance.
What was the direction behind Wirtz as well? What was the direction behind him?
I don't know. Wirtz was a class sign for me.
You do know the reason we signed Wirtz. We signed Wirtz because Slot convinced him.
Yeah.
So now we're going to say it's not Slot that wanted Wirtz.
Well, I'm not saying the manager.
They told Klopp no to Brandt.
I'm talking. Stop talking over me. You've done it 3 fucking times. Thank you.
Right.
Fucking can't stand it, bro. Fuck me. Thank you very much. let's talk about squad planning. Yeah,
chill.
It has to be in tangent with the director of football. You all do it, so now that I do, you don't like it. Whatever.
You just come off the back of a
Anyways.
win. We're a bit
No,
tired.
yeah. Anyways,
That's what I was thinking. I'm sat here thinking that should be me right now.
Come off the back of a win.
I'm the one that's fucking in a shit mood and rattled. What's going on here?
But obviously, the manager's going to have to approve players that he wants to bring in. Yeah. But when you look at the whole sense of it, virtually in attacking mid, you need these players and that, you've got to look upstairs. It might be all nice and rosy, but every manager that's won needs the perfect team these days to succeed. They need everything, the perfect balance, the perfect this. It's all about the system. So really and truly, when you put players into a system, that's down to your director of football more time.
So
Also, remember, I think he got told no. Klopp got told no to Brandt. So they could have just said no to Wirtz. Like they could have went and got someone else.
Sorry, Brandt didn't want to move to Liverpool. I don't understand where some of these narratives come from. Brandt didn't want to move to Liverpool.
He got told no. Like he got told.
Brandt didn't want to move to Liverpool.
Even so, Klopp didn't necessarily want Salah, did he? Or it was. I heard that.
He didn't not want Salah. He just had to be convinced to get Salah. There's a big difference.
Preferences. So they should have done the same here.
He wanted Gertz ahead of Mane as well. Gertz turned us down. We went for Mane. This is what happens in transfers. We never always get our first target. I'm sure Garnacho wasn't Chelsea's first target, but you
look at.
You're right. I'm fucking glad we didn't get our first target as well.
Yeah, but you know what? Can I go back to all of this as well? Before your last transfer window before today, before this season's go summer, the one before, people were questioning Tiki. We've had things question Edu. Even now with Forest, Edu's on the new one, whatever his name is. Who's my one again? I can't remember his name now. All of a sudden, your old boy Wilcox. We talk about their sporting directors, but as soon as we talk about your ones, it's like nope. Not allowed to do that. It's all on the manager. It's all on the manager. Why?
No, because the manager has come out and said we all make a collective decision. That's why.
Yeah, of course he's going to say that. He's not going to throw them under the bus, are they? They're not going to throw them under the bus, though, are they?
Who's throwing anyone under the bus? If my manager comes, so hold on. We accuse the manager of being truthful and laugh at him when he says we can't break down teams because of this, Y, X, Y, and Z. But then we go, oh, he's lying potentially to protect them because. Which one is it? Is he telling the truth or is he not? Because
who pays him his wages? The players or the ownership?
It's only opinion. It's only opinionated. But my opinion is that Rich, what's his name? Your CEO is a bit of a control freak, and he likes to run things the way he wants to run things. Yeah, of course he does.
He is,
yeah,
100%.
That's the reason why him and Klopp. This is my reasoning. So when he's got now underneath him, he's got Richard Hughes to do that. I think they have a squad plan. They have a bunch of players, and obviously with the manager, like most clubs, they agree on certain players and whatnot. But really and truly, the squad planning does not come from the manager. The squad planning comes from the director of football and the technical directors and whatnot, all of the sporting ones. So the way you've looked at it is you can profile everything that you want, but for me, if I had a manager, which I haven't had in a long time, who's won me a league and he's had now a bit of he's sitting in 7th, it's not the end of the world. Things will change because they will have conversations. Of course they will. I think it's a bit mad. Personally, for me, I know Real Madrid do things a little bit differently, but I haven't had a manager just want really anything of significance to get behind.
Who would you have wanted them to buy in the summer, Kaz? Who would you want?
A profile that gets in behind, like you said it. You said it last week. Who did you say right wing for the Salah one? Mbumo.
Yeah, Mbumo. I thought Mbumo was. I thought Liverpool were going to go in through
the left back one's a bit of a hit and miss.
If you look at old Edwards and this new Edwards, yeah, it's like old Edwards was very good at getting players like Mbumo and turning them into taking I don't know, a fucking BMW and turning it into a Lamborghini. Right, that he was good at doing that. So I thought Mbumo was gonna, or Kudus is another good example. Someone just said,
yeah, that was the biggest slam dunk. Kudus was he is Liverpool through and through.
I just think they've gone. Do you know what? It's Liverpool tried to be City.
At least how many times I tell one of us Kudus or Elise?
Can I just say one thing? We ended up finishing third last season. Yeah, we lost. Yeah, fucking hell. How many games did we lose in the end? I think it was around about 9-10 games we lost, right? Yeah. You're not like, look, right now, Arsenal.
What was the reason? What was the reason you were losing those games, Daps?
Well, I mean,
no, say that. I don't care what anyone else is going to say. We know what the reason is. You had mad injuries.
So no, for me, there's always and Cal, yeah.
Oh, that's
but that is part of it. That is part of it, Cal.
You had mad injuries.
We've had many seasons, right? And you know that I've said about domino effect before, right? And I saw it with Liverpool when you dropped off. I've seen it with City last season. When one thing goes bad at a club, it can really, it's a dominoes effect, because then the manager is in the dressing room talking to players differently. You've got your captain probably talking to players differently, and the whole mood, and Liverpool, unfortunately, have got to that point now where the mentality is gone, the confidence is gone, and you're in a bad place right now. But I still think it's a bit early. The way Liverpool fans are kind of counting themselves out, and look, right now, Arsenal are 100% favourites, yeah, and are looking like that defense is just looking different gravy. And it's not just the players, it's the system as well. But things change. Things can change like that. And I'm not wishing injuries on anyone, right? But I'm saying injuries do happen, right? And a couple of injuries, and all of a sudden things can change. It is only October. Right now, Arsenal, rightly so, Arsenal's fans should be excited, and they are the favourites, but Liverpool shouldn't be counting themselves out of this just yet.
Listen, right. I hear your point, and
really quickly, there's two things I want to say. Our next game in the league is Villa, then we got Real Madrid, then we got Man City.
You forgot Palace.
Palace in the Carabao. I'm gonna ask you guys, which game of those are we winning, guys?
At the moment,
City, please,
none of them.
please.
None of them.
At this moment of time, none of them. But
why do you think we're gonna win none of those, Cass?
Because right now, I think you need a break.
No. I tell you, I know, because you've got players that are just
well
not
enough.
good.
Oh yeah,
but some of your players aren't performing. It's not. Don't talk about just the system, because it's got nothing to do with the system when Mo Salah misses open goals. It's got nothing to do with the system when Gakpo doesn't pass. It's got nothing to do with the system when Wirtz.
Does he keep on playing these players, Lee?
But you've got no one else.
With all due respect, who's his backup?
So
I think, to be honest,
come on, man, stop.
Chiesa was voted our player of the month, and still can't say that start ahead of Salah, who's been awful. Stop this.
Sorry, stop this.
Come
we
on,
all know in football. Listen, let me tell you, we all know in football.
Why Szoboszlai playing right back?
They started. Okay, that's crazy.
He's better than
Hold on.
Chiesa looks good.
Does Declan Rice play right back for Arsenal?
Hold on, no.
Szoboszlai and Declan Rice, respectfully, and he has, by the way. I've seen Declan Rice play right back.
Guys, can we stop with this whole Chiesa's done this, so let's start him? No, he looks good in his role of being off the bench.
Martinelli.
Like Martinelli. That's what I was going to say. Please stop mentioning Chiesa as being a starter and being this guy who's going to be a transcendent player. He is not.
If he doesn't get starts, Lee.
Because we know play
him. We don't know though. He's barely started in the games, bro.
But we know that his injuries, his lack of adaptation to the league, and the fact that he's just not the same player who he was when you first thought you was going to buy him to now. He is not the player that you're going to.
But how do we know unless we try, Lee? How do we know unless we try? Because I'm sorry, Lee. I'm a Salah fanboy. But bro, this is the worst I've seen Salah play for Liverpool, and you're telling me he still has to start.
That's my point. So we can talk about the players and the managers that we want, but some of your players, okay. Can you tell me why every single time Van Dijk goes into a defensive position, he puts his hands behind his back like he's about to be arrested? That is nothing to do with the manager. You can't talk to me and say to me, okay, so fine, you can't score goals, no problem. Why do you have to concede goals? I'm going to say the same thing about Wirtz. Wirtz. Okay, fine. The attack can't
get. Defensive setup is awful.
Okay. I'd give him to the break personally, and that's it.
Hold on. I said the same thing to Mons, and I'm going to say the same. Ask you the same question because you might come from it from a different angle in terms of the way you're going to respond. We all look at Wirtz as being this £100 million player, 110, 15, whatever it is. No problem. I don't want to talk about the price tag. I'm just mentioning these facts. In the Bundesliga, he was looked at as a goal-scoring, attacking midfielder, but very creative as well. He's not Odegaard. Odegaard is more of as a creative hub, keeps the ball ticking, etc., etc. He was looked at as more as the De Bruyne region in that sort of caliber of player. Can carry the ball, play the ball in terms of different range of the passing, that execution of pass, and score goals. So why can't he score a goal? So forget the assist for a second. Why has he not been able to drag his team? And I mentioned the one game that I was very disappointed in him. It was the Burnley game. Because that's the game where he should have been outstanding. Because that is the game that you brought him here for. And he was horrible. So you can talk to me. You can try and retwist and retwist all of these.
I'm not going to
different things.
retwist anything. I'll tell you.
He
straight.
has been poor. Nothing
Yeah.
to do with the system. Oh no. Okay, for the money. Okay, for the money you spent. For the money. Okay, individually he's been not too bad. But for the money you spent, I expected and I demand him to be somebody who's a difference maker. Forget the assist. Get me a goal. You can. There's nothing to do with him with everybody else. Score a
Of
goal.
course, all right, Lee. I'm not going to sit here and tell you he couldn't have scored more, got more assists. He absolutely could have. But Lee, bro, we're playing him left wing one game. Then we're playing him not right wing,
That's the
right
last 4
midfield
games.
in a 4-4-2. Then before that, we played him against Palace in a box midfield. He came on against Man United and played in a pivot of a 4-2-4. Bro, if we're not sitting there going, I'm going to switch it now then. If Verts is at Man City, is he playing as bad as he's playing? Or has he got GA under his belt?
If Verts is at Man City, he would get absolutely ridiculed because what we do with Man City is the same stigma.
He wouldn't do this at Man City because Pep would functionally fit him into a system that gets the best out of him.
I do agree with that. Actually,
When you mention, hold on, but you said he's world class though, Cal, right?
I never called him world class. You keep on mistaking me for other Liverpool. Are you racist, Lee? Because every black Liverpool fan, I must be a very black Liverpool fan. I've never called him world class.
Listen, your co-host called him world class.
Him and Drifty are different though, man.
No,
Drifty's in the upside down mode on Stranger Things. He's completely in his own.
Matt called him. I called him out on this. Matt
did call him that. I'm not Matt. Matt said,
you got to take the
flack.
fact.
You know what? That's like you getting on to Matt saying,
"How AFTV
racist Gerrard." Crazy.
Imagine you called Matt now. Was like, Matt, how you're crazy. How come you want Gerrard at Liverpool? He'd be like, that wasn't me. That was Cal.
Yeah, but you got to take the flack. When I was on AFTV, did I not get the same flack, the same cooking for Robbie? Did you not brandish me the same thing with Robbie?
That's because a lot of the time you said the same things as Robbie. All right then. Very different.
Well, while that, people smash the likes.
Can I just read something out, Cass? Yeah.
Of course you
can. We spoke about the whole Richard Edwards thing.
Is it from the Bible?
This is Slot directly. This is a Slot quote. This is regarding Kirkes. The reason why we brought him in, I can tell you, is that he brings a lot of energy to the game, keeps going up and down, and he's very good defending one-on-one situations against the winger. So defensively solid and a lot of energy making overlaps. For me, he's been a bit unlucky that Cody has mainly used his biggest strength of coming inside, pause, and hitting the target. But we've shown Cody as well, there are a few moments that maybe you should play the ball towards Milos, which would be the better option. If that's not a manager who was a part of the recruitment, then I don't know what is. And then, do I tell you what makes that one even worse? How is Milos Kerkez being employed at Liverpool right now as the third centre back in transition and build-up play, and not being used as an up and down fullback?
That's
what
hideous,
are we doing here?
That is hideous.
Who suggested him?
Brother, he just said we brought him in.
Yeah, I know he's going to say we, but who would be the guy in that squad planning to suggest his name?
Brother, if he turned around and said the club brought in Kirkhead, then I might go, you know what, there might be something. He said we. He said we, bro.
Of course he's going to say that.
So you're all to blame.
Come on, we keep.
Can I just, before we move
wait, hold on. Can I just say something? Sorry, Dad.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No,
because please,
please,
and then I won't say anything again.
Mute
Just
him.
one thing.
You know what he's doing? Don't let him say nothing. Do not let him say nothing.
Why?
You know what he's trying to do. Because you're trying to delay us talking about talking.
I'm not. We can talk about Forest all you want, but I can't let that hypocrisy go. Okay, because have you noticed that he's saying the we thing about Slot being part of it?
Is that diggity?
But where's your FSG hate right now? Why are you blaming it all on Slot and not FSG?
What have I got to blame it?
They signed it off. They had to sign it off.
It's fair. It's till the day I die.
So what?
That's my point. He said at the start of this stream, FSD did their job and they brought these players in. But when we break down these players, he's saying, no, it's Slot fault he brought Kirkhead.
I'm going to break it down with analogy then, Wolfie. Let's say.
How about I just break it down with the actuality?
No, because that doesn't seem to work here. So I'm just going to break it down. Say, for example, I've got a plumbing issue, but I need to borrow money off my mum to fix that plumbing issue.
Oh,
And I go to my mum, do you know what, mum? I've contacted this person.
Everyday
I think this
analogies,
person's
man.
the right
Can
person.
you not clown
Mum-
it? You definitely
Mum-
can't clown it.
Mum gives me the money. My mum gives me the money. I give it to the plumber, but the plumber does a bad job. Do I turn around to my mum and go, "Why did you give me that money? How dare you give me that money?"
Okay, fine. But what if your mum gave you the money and recommended you the plumber as well?
Then we can have a conversation.
Okay,
So
so let's
yeah,
have a
but-
conversation.
Still doesn't make it my
Factually said
fault.
we. So what does we mean? Not I. We.
It means I sat down with the
No,
other
you know, it
person.
means we.
No,
sat
it means
down.
we sat down together and agreed that this person was a good person to bring to the club. That's
Exactly.
the end of it.
Actuality.
Every
So it's
single person
complicit
had
then.
to sign off on. Every
Yeah, of
single
course.
RFSG
person had to sign off on
complicit.
it.
RFSG
Remember, Slot
complicit.
don't
Yeah, yeah.
sign that to
FSG.
like the people behind closed doors.
Yeah, so
If he agreed with the signing and then you bring in the signing, you tell me what his strengths are, and then you don't use him to his strengths. Guess what? As a coach, you're not doing your job.
yeah, or
That's a
But
different.
the
That's a
final
different
ball's been
argument. That's a
absolutely
different
It's not a
argument.
different
That's on the
argument.
player.
It's the
No,
exact
but
argument.
It is.
Wolfie, before we sit down and that, someone has to suggest the name off of a list.
Exactly. So if
And
I
who's
said,
the one that I'm just saying.
yeah, because if I said to you, Cal, you know what? I know this really good YouTuber. Let's call him Joe Blogs. I would recommend he comes onto the panel, and then you make the decision to bring him onto the panel. Does that mean like any shit? Does that make me, not complicit for the guy being crap
No, it
coming
doesn't
onto
make
the
him
panel?
complicit. He's his own person, bro.
Right now, but
Oh wait, so Kirkes isn't his own person then?
wait. So, but let's get one thing straight. Right now,
The
as it
manager's picking
stands,
Kirkes, bro.
as it
What are we doing
stands,
here?
as it stands, when you make signings, we always look to the sporting directors or your director for whichever way it's running your club. Right now, 4 out of 5, all
No,
your
but
signings,
leave, I'm
bar
arguing this.
Ekitike, are looking like duds. That's the reality, and that's come from your and that's actually facts. You look at
That's
your,
Slot's
look at
fault.
your, yeah, but that's no. Slot has to use them in a way where they need to thrive. But right now, he ain't got the tools to thrive in because he's got the wrong players clearly because that's what has been suggested, and he's agreed with it.
Just want to add as well. Arsenal did play
Definitely.
yesterday. They did quite well as well. I was there.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
No, we are going to talk about.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
will.
we
We've
will,
still
we
got
will.
to talk about everyone else. We still got to talk about other things.
No, we got to do this.
No, one last thing I need to say though. I don't know if you lot said it or not. Yeah, fucking shout to Brentford because Brentford's performance was absolutely fucking phenomenal.
Those added times, bro. That was
The added time was very added time twice.
It was very dodgy, man.
It's very, very interesting.
And
but
it's not the first
Brentford,
time.
bro,
It's not the first time.
Brentford's press was fucking all over the pitch. Was unbelievable.
This is a Brentford team that's managed by a guy who was a commentator in the Championship.
Bro, you could do with him right now.
Yeah,
No, we beat him, bro. We beat him.
Still, you could do with their manager.
Yeah, but we beat him, man.
No.
Liverpool
Oh,
couldn't
exactly.
beat.
So that's how
Who
we do
beat
now.
them?
You beat them.
Wait, who
Bro,
beat
still,
them?
we're talking about managers and you need a new
manager-
No,
manager.
I'll take him over Daesh, 100%.
Wait, the guy that beat Brentford, yeah. Wait, one sec. Wait, he's now at West Ham, but that West Ham, who's managed by that same manager, also just lost to Keith Andrews.
And also, all bottom 3 clubs in the league right now have all been managed by that guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Callum, professionals in football already knew Liverpool's weaknesses about him needing to say it. Managers actually have better info than us fans.
No, that's facts again. And in the same way, the fighting analogy, you'll watch fight tapes on someone and all that. But if I come out as a fighter and I tell everyone what my weaknesses are, you'd all say, what a stupid thing to do.
Yeah. You know what's also stupid? The club that Wolfie supports in the doors. This is Wolfie. Obviously, well done. We've got to talk about Liverpool more time than anything. But one thing this week is you don't. No, I'm not even going to say it. It's not even my place to say. But you have some free time. You are 3 points off of Fulham. You are 5 points off of Burnley. So 3 points off the manager that you was having a wank over that you thought you was going to get.
Still might.
Yeah, you still might. You are 6 points behind Leeds, and you've got Man United next. You are in some firing form.
Can I just ask one question before? Wolfie,
should I
take out Max Sells because he's in my fantasy team and
take him out, man. He's
I've got better form than Man City right now,
I'll take
as it stands. So that's
You
fine.
got the first place in your fantasy team.
I know, but Max Sells is
what are you thinking?
I haven't doyen.
He's got 5 points behind Burnley, bro. What are we doing? And Burnley's got Arsenal next, to be fair, but we ain't got Man United.
Okay. What's your question?
How are you feeling, man, overall? Man?
So take him out.
I told you as soon as Daesh was appointed, I was done with the season, and I'm just there as a panelist. I don't really give a shit what
But
happens.
you could expect to lose
I'll
against
give you
Bournemouth,
a new question.
Yeah, we always
are you staying up? Are you staying up?
Yeah, you get relegated or you staying
Yeah,
up?
we're staying up. You winning the league?
Maybe.
Oh, I thought we were
Ask
just
me.
asking dumb questions here, VD. Sorry.
That's not a dumb question though.
I
Chelsea
will say
winning
though,
the league?
Wolfie, I saw
I
this.
didn't say we were
I
going to
saw
win the
this.
league.
I woke up this morning, Wolfie, and I saw this lovely video, and it was captioned, "This club has broken me," and I'm not gonna lie, I did laugh.
Yeah, I need
Literally,
to
bro.
watch it. I need to
Literally.
watch it.
Yeah,
Did you
They're
rant?
broken.
I did laugh.
Did you
I
rant?
think it
by
was
the way?
about 10 minutes long or something like that, but it was
Yeah.
quite funny.
Did you rant though? Did you have a rant in there, or are you just doing your typical like nonchalant voice where you?
I
pretend
don't
that
know,
you
man.
don't
I
care?
was drugged up off the painkillers. So
Nah,
I
he
haven't-
didn't rant. He didn't. I didn't watch all of it, but he didn't rant. Nah,
I think that's
he was
pathetic
fine.
because you know what? We're going to use the same argument that we just provided to Cal. Don't you think, Cal? About keeping a manager and waiting. He's allowed some time, right?
Yeah, keep him.
Yeah. I think you should build off of that. You got the team for it.
I told you, I don't care, man. Once Dyche was appointed,
You didn't give
I lost
Cal that
interest.
same grace.
Huh?
No.
You did.
What do you mean?
genuine.
Hold on. What do you mean you lost interest?
This season's done.
So you
But
get relegated.
can I ask you something though? Because I know you're very big on Marinakis, right? I know you. I mean, in terms of the way that you support him.
I don't think he should get away with that. What do you mean you lost interest, bro? What the fuck?
I don't get what you don't get in that, man. Like
No,
when. Wait, hold on. So
how
when Man
shit we
City
were
were like
like
20
shit.
points behind
Yes, no,
Liverpool
I
last
was
season,
still
did you
going,
lose interest?
No, I was still fucking going to games, bro. I don't lose
That's
interest.
not
in this
okay.
sport,
But
bro.
did you
Forest
lose
still signed
interest
to
in
fight
your
for.
goals of that season? Because remember, you said you were going to win the league.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you still thought you were going to win the league?
No. Hold on, let me
Babanakis,
talk. I
man.
don't ask me a question and fucking answer for me, Wolfie. So
Talk.
last season, when that happened, I then became concerned about if we're going to get top four. Very concerned. So I still was vested, and right now you should still be
Yeah,
vested.
but I'm not
So what?
concerned about anything.
So you're not
But
concerned that
okay,
you might
alright,
get
but
relegated?
No, we're not.
Let's talk because
But
you're
you
very
don't
big.
know that, bro. You don't know that.
Wait,
Okay,
No, you
you're
asked me
big-
if
you're-
I was concerned, which is a question about a subjective view, and I gave you my subjective answer.
To say you've lost interest of your football club, yeah, is mad. I can't lie, it's mad. Mad.
All right, but Wolfie, you're very big. You're a very big Marinakis.
What, are you going to carry on streaming?
No,
Sorry, so are you going to stop doing stuff on your channel then if you've lost interest?
Babanakis is his
No.
new name, apparently.
So you're going to keep going with that? Okay.
No, but you're a big supporter of him, right? But you
Correct.
just sat there and you just slandered the CEO of Liverpool. So how can you slander? How can you slander?
Yeah, hold
Liverpool
on. He
CEO?
would have had to sign off on it as well. Marinakis
No,
is
he,
not
no,
a bigger role
he
of
didn't
any.
sign off.
Oh,
He
he
Correct.
signs
sure
off
they
on
would've-
everything. Feud the lot.
He
You can
signs off
tell.
on everyone. So how can you talk about Liverpool? I didn't even realize that this is the case. I didn't know you said this, and now you're sitting there saying that Liverpool this and Liverpool that, but you're signed out from the season. How does that even make any sense?
Stop.
Wait, what's your question?
So with your whole, what is your view of Marinakis? Because you're saying that the manager who's brought in two managers that you didn't want, because you didn't want in Ange, I know you didn't, and then you brought in this new guy that again you don't want, right? You just slandered the CEO of Liverpool because you said that basically they've brought in players that are incorrect, etc., etc. You know, I mean, slander is a certain kind of word, but whatever.
Yeah.
So where's the slander from Marinakis? Because he's doing the same job, but
Unlike,
worse.
okay. Unlike corporate Cal, I've actually called Marinakis out on those appointments.
Oh wow!
You
Oh,
can call people out and still back them. You know what I'm saying? Like
100% you can. I
Yeah.
agree with that. You
Yeah,
can.
but
it's like if my
You're
kid does
treading a
something
fine line.
wrong
You're
and I
treading
call
a
him
fine
out
line.
on it, does that mean I'm gonna disown him? No.
No, but okay, fine.
City lost yesterday because of Pep Guardiola. I'm still backing him.
Yeah, does that mean you're Pep out now?
No,
Caps?
no,
Of course
no.
not.
There's a difference.
Exactly.
Hold on.
versus
But
Sunderland. It's
Wolfie. I'm not going to mention it because I think it's too close. But if a parent's child, I don't know, committed a crazy crime, you would be very upset with them, wouldn't you? You would maybe even possibly disown them because of the type of crime that they did. So when you're talking
Bro, you
about
can't
this,
disown your kid over a crime.
so
man.
listen. Listen. Some crimes are worth. Some crimes are worth a
They're
thinking
still
about
the
if you wanna
fruit of
be involved with them.
your loins, man.
Okay,
but
that's
sometimes,
but
bro,
there you
sometimes
go.
it can be a bit.
That's you understand me, right? So all I'm
Yeah.
saying is, yes, you're going to talk about Marinakis and you support him, and he's brought your club up from the doldrums of the Championship all the way to the Premiership. Almost got Champions League. You brought in all these players. You're spending money, etc., etc. But when we look at it, he's not doing a great job now. And if he gets you relegated, and he's the person that's signing off on all these contracts and getting all these players and all these links, etc., etc., we've got to have a big conversation because you can't talk about Liverpool CEOs but not talk about your CEO and what they're doing.
You
'cause
believe you're
it's
repeating the same thing, and I already told
Alright,
you.
long
I
may it
did.
continue, man. Because in
I
the
mean,
summer, when
Are we
Mario
surprised?
and
And
Anderson
the
go for a combined
conversation
60
now
mil,
though needs to turn onto
cool.
your boy Edu, who's being heavily
but
questioned
we
right
told
now.
you, we told you about
You
him.
did all warn me about Edu.
Well,
I hear it.
technically, he ain't there, but he's your boy now. That's
I
Yeah,
really-
I haven't
you know
signed
what? Are
off
we
on any
surp- are
adoption
we-
paperwork or anything.
Are we
yet,
are we surprised though? Like let's be real with ourselves. They came up from the Prem, they finished 16th. The following season, they finished 17th. They got a blip season in 7th place last year, which if it continued, boy, they don't work like that. And now they're just sitting in a place that they're used to. So are we really surprised with Forest at the fact that they're just skimming the lines of relegation? This is their heritage right now. They were, do you know what I mean? This is it. This is what they've got to show for the Premier League era.
Nuno had them playing far better than they are. That's
Yeah, and
what's
that fact
very-
No, that's not
Like,
true because you all used to sit here in March, April time
More
saying,
sustainable.
Nuno's been found out. Look at
I
Forest.
didn't once say that.
I didn't say
And
you
now they're
said
looking
that. I
like
said
QPR, man.
you said that.
And now
Okay,
now
in
you're
my
looking like
opinion,
QPR.
he had your players playing out of their skin and playing to a level better than they actually are. And
He's
now
doing
you've
that at
been
West
found
Ham
out.
now, isn't he? He's doing
But
that.
but to be fair, man,
Well, until
this time whatever
January,
happens,
February.
yeah. But the thing is, yeah, the promoted sides look all better than Wolves, Forest, and West Ham. Leeds look more sustainable. They've got actually a decent defensive structure going on, especially at home. Not the greatest, but they could definitely survive. Sunderland are running away, but they're sitting in second or third place at the moment.
Yeah.
Something similar to Wolfie's side. Whoop-de-doo, funny enough. And then, yeah. So why is relegation out of the question? Because there's too much quality. I don't know about that. You've got a
Because-
relegation manager in charge. You know the what would you call him? The modern version of Sam Allardyce. And this is what you're gonna
Ginger
get.
Cooper.
And it's funny. Let me ask you a question. Can Morgan Gibbs White now breathe? Even just after Porter and then now just getting a
Nah,
loss?
man, he was holding his breath yesterday again, you know.
Okay.
The guy
Oh.
is... I mean, no one can come at me and Morgan Gibbs White
because
because I've never rated
no,
him
you
and
do.
said sell him, right? So
It's crazy to concede from a corner. I mean, I don't know. Did you see
That
anything
was a
different?
great corner, by the way. Must say, having it.
there's never a corner.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But did you see anything different? And what I wanted to ask you, because
No,
you know,
the answer.
I just want to sort of talk about a little bit about Chelsea because it's interesting how they've changed
hello.
up. But you've got Forest. You got Man United next. Are you winning that?
Yes, that one I'm confident on.
Okay, and then you've got Leeds away. Oh, Joe, you
I
winning
think
that?
we got a Europa game. In
No, so
between.
you got Leeds at home. You got Leeds at home. Sorry, apologies. Yeah. No, I don't worry about Europa because you're not going to win it. And then Leeds, are you gonna win that?
Leeds, yeah, maybe Leeds.
Leeds, Liverpool away. Please.
I mean,
No,
we beat them last season when they were apparently good.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
my
saying?
guy. That's what I wanted. That's what I want. That's we can stop there. It's fine. You can stop there. It's cool. No worries. But anyway, I did want to talk about Chelsea just really quickly because it's just
go on then.
hilarious about this Caicedo thing, and then no talk about him this week now.
Oh, we were talking about him yesterday. To be fair, he got absolutely
Okay.
one
But
game.
VD, VD, no talk about no Caicedo this week.
Well, he wasn't the main issue, was he?
No, but what?
All right,
what
cool.
I
1 in 100,
Really, hold
1
on,
in 100,
really,
or however many games.
Really,
Good
hold
for
on.
you, man.
What I don't like to do is something called low hanging fruit. So Sanchez and Tosin and all these players, there's no point talking about these because we know that they're not of of a certain standard. But when you talk about the caliber of player, Chalobah, there's no point talking about Chalobah because we know we don't rate him, do we? But let's talk about the players that you do rate, the players that you do put on a pedestal, the players that you do mention as the greats of the league or of the world football right now. Caicedo, no talk about him this week.
Do you know what? Yeah, cool. When one of your beloved Saliba, Gabriel, whatever, when they have a bad game, I'll be the first one to question you on it. Yeah. Because you might want to talk about he's been the best. He's been the best. What, one bad game and now all of a sudden he's the worst in the world. It's cool, man.
Really, let me just
that's the narrative you want to run. It's cool.
Let's talk about one
midfielder.
who's done it for 13 games now. Pedro, no goal in 13.
Oh yeah, no. I've been saying he's stunk this season.
Nearly 0-0.
And can I? No, this is a serious point. Is it true
that interview of the Chelsea fan outside the ground talking about goal?
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Is it true though that João Pedro hasn't got a shot on target in 2 months?
What?
Bro, he's looked
What?
shit. This is what I'm saying. Bro,
Joao
man keeps
Pedro
telling me
has
best
not had a
signing of the
shot on
season and
target.
stuff like that. I told you, man. What did I tell you when he was firing the Club World Cup? Even going into season, who was our main striker? Who did I say? Not Joao Pedro. I said Joao Pedro behind the striker. He's been played up top, whatever.
Yeah, you wanted
Regardless,
the crap.
not been good enough. I told you, man. You man all laughed at me. You man said XYZ. I know my team better than all of you, man, because I watch every single minute of my team's games, and I know my players. This is what I'm saying. So when I'm saying he ain't gonna be the one up top, when I say he ain't gonna be the one up top, you man started cussing me, and now he's blanked, and now all of you man are calling him stinky. He's
Joao
like, okay,
Pedro
cool.
hasn't had a shot on target for club or country in 2 months.
That's
Wow.
What do you want me to do with that information?
No, I just
Respectfully,
wanted
am I
you to-
Joao
Yeah,
Pedro?
Hold on.
Do you know what? I've got a platform there. I'll message him.
Let it settle in your system.
I'll message him. I'll say,
Even
yo,
Gibbs White had a
Leon
shot on
never a
target
foul. He
yesterday, bro.
was telling man, you
Wait,
need
hold
to
on,
start shooting more.
VD. Kaz is my brother, so that makes you one of my brothers because you're cousins. Yeah, so I just wanted to relay the information. Can I let it settle in your system?
I already know this. I've been saying it. I've not been happy. I have not been happy. I kept saying this guy ain't no damn striker, but man want to run and cost me for it. Yeah,
Okay,
you got this
I
wrong
think so.
person to tell. You could tell CB or Lewis or Jimmy
I'm
or
not
whoever.
you. I'm just.
No, I know.
relaying it.
But it's just the wrong person to say this to because I already know this.
Alright.
Other man wanna deflect it.
I'll talk to Ches. I'm gonna talk to Ches about it.
Yeah, talk to Ches.
No, that's
We'll be a bit more.
Hold on. Before you click that button, we do need to talk about City as well. It's not fair to cook Chelsea, Liverpool, Forest, and City lost as well, innit? it? So I don't know what you.
I
lot
wouldn't be
want.
worried, mate. You're still winning the league.
Oh really?
Yeah, and yesterday was all on Pep, by the way, for me.
Oh,
And
hold
our
on.
wingers aren't good enough.
Listen.
it was
You
also on
can say that. It's the same with Maresca, innit? He cost us the game. Message you have Fafana and Hato on the bench. What does he do? Brings on Tossing. Good job, man.
But we
Slap his head, you know.
we had O'Reilly and Gonzalez on the bench. Why were they on the bench? Because he used to.
All three bold managers
Why didn't you fucking start with them?
We all employ bold managers. We all lost. That's
Bold
mad.
lives matter.
No, there's no we in that conversation.
Indeed,
No.
they do. They will do soon for me as well.
Actually,
all I'm
my
saying-
guy's
all I'm
just
saying-
shaven.
Just the irony of it all is
Phil Mitchell, man.
that the novice of all managers has not cost his team this week. Yeah, right.
The only, bro, you know what it is? If
Montclair.
the one with hair.
Well, you got
I mean,
literally.
if we're going off people that say hair, like have hair and stuff like that, I mean, people on that have had hair and they've been saying some wild shit this week about Steven Gerrard, and so people with hair don't always say the right stuff, right? Mm. No. Okay.
You know what this is.
By the way, for all the City fans that fucking thought I was
I'm gonna say something real
wrong
quick.
for questioning that game.
Don't let Liverpool get back in this title race and win the league. Yeah, don't let it happen.
No one's worried.
Scary.
You know what, Cal? It's good to see you're back to your humble dwelling.
No, I'm not.
Cal for 2 months was unbearable.
Don't let-
man.
That one touched
You
it.
smiling away,
was nonchalant,
cashmere
this whole thing.
robe,
That
and
was-
now Cal's
he
sitting there
left
humbly
the
quiet.
We're winning it all, isn't it? And I'm here for it.
That was years ago. I'm letting you know.
Nah,
from
it's
now.
the same hairstyle, man.
Yo, Cal, are
don't
you
let Liverpool
you growing the afro like United Strand now? What are we saying
No,
here?
I'm
You
not.
waiting for a
I'm
win?
not going after it. I'm not
Hold
going
on, hold on. Is that his name?
Yeah,
United
United
Strand.
Strand.
For
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
Quite
Oh,
clever,
my
though.
God. He's quite clever.
What would the Liverpool version be?
I don't know who
Corporate
that is
Cal.
we're talking about, to be honest.
Well, have you not seen the Harry Enfield sketch? They all have afros anyway. Calm down.
What I will say, because if we do win the league, everyone's invited. Everyone is invited because there's going to be a parade in our city. I want everyone to be there, turn up, have a good time. There's going to be loads of girls there, loads of women. I mean, maybe not so much for. Not for me, obviously as well. But for maybe some of the singletons, get an Arsenal fan that is a female partner. They're loyal, beautiful, sophisticated, funny.
They trust the process.
They trust the process. They'll be there for your hard times. They're easy to
Lee, sorry,
manipulate.
that's a good question. Lee, do you now trust the process?
I mean, right now, let's just talk about the victory. That's what we've got to do. Talk about the victory.
No, that's not the
Let's just
question.
one game-
That's not the
one
question.
game at a time.
If Joe
one
Back is
game
not
at
the
a
one
time,
to lift the
and
trophy first, It's a shame to the football world.
One game at a time. All I want to talk about is yesterday's performance. It wasn't a great one, but listen, what I liked about what Arteta said.
You won, bro. Clean sheet.
Honestly,
Lee, you Arteta in now.
It was a valued win.
Lee, you Arteta in.
I'm Arsenal pro Arsenal.
Okay, that's not what I'm asking you. Are you Arteta in?
In 10 years, we're going to see YouTube videos titled "How Arsenal Won the League with Just Set Pieces," and it's going to be one of those videos that blew up. That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. You are.
But he hasn't answered the question. Are you Arteta in?
They're winning. Why does it matter? On a real, why does it matter how they score their goals?
I don't know.
Yeah, facts.
So they score their goals from long ranges. They score from long ranges. If they don't concede, they don't concede. They're winning the league at the moment.
No, I understand they're not conceding.
I can't lie.
It looks like you
I've got an influencer name for you. You can change for your head if you want for 5. You know, you'll never shave alone. Would that be right?
I was thinking
when that one
you have the United Strand. I was thinking Fenway Stranderson group. William Stranderson, isn't it?
That would work.
BD, I've actually been cool with you today, bro. That's a
good name.
Why are you not cool with me? Why are you not cool with me?
Because you've threatened my physical being a lot of times, Lee.
Hold on. You know what's funny about this, right? Wolfie and VD, you may not know. But
Lee, have you said these words? I've got family in your area. I know where you are.
Any harm that is caused towards Cal, you know what? This has been 5 years in the making because he likes to conveniently forget the madness that I've gone through with him and actually Daps and Kaz from 5 years ago when we used to do a Thursday night.
I wasn't here 5 years ago.
No, Cass wasn't about at that point yet.
4 years ago,
Has he threatened you as well then, Daps, or just me?
No. But no, my point is that you're the one that has caused this. You're the one that has caused this vim, and now the tables have turned. You don't like it. That's all I'm saying.
Lee, I checking on you so. Do you know what's crazy? Before August, my birthday, he called me on my birthday. I couldn't tell you the last time he called me before that.
And you tricked me.
I couldn't tell you the last time he called me before.
Did he wish
that.
you a happy
the last
birthday?
3 weeks, every week I hear from Lee now. Every week I hear from him. Like
Yeah,
I owe
I
him
messaged
money.
you yesterday. I messaged you yesterday because, as Wolfie said, we have to check in on you.
What's the message? Tell them what message you said. Go on, tell them.
Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't. Wait, can we not keep private?
No. You just brought up the messages.
What stays in Vegas? What happens in Vegas?
He did a screen grab of the video I did on Coppish and circled it in green. And then he sent a picture of me where I've just recently had knee surgery and I'm half awake, half smiling. And then wrote, "Thank you more than ever."
Wait. You had what?
Knee surgery.
You had Leone surgery.
No.
Oh, that's evil. That's evil. That's good.